Hello folks, in this guide we are covering all 13 stash locations within the Cordon zone. These are all standard and there are 0 DLC stashes within this zone. I've tried to make this guide as simple and straightforward as possible. The issue is some of the stashes do have randomized names. If you're looking for a specific stash, then I've timestamped each one. Simply match it with your own map and then skip forward. Otherwise, I'm going through all of the stashes in one clean run, collecting them all from north to south. So if you would like to, or if you're unsure as to which stashes you may have missed, then feel free to follow along. One single side note is, we are not covering the mine screw facility in the southwest of Cordon. This is tied to Quiet Side Quest. If you'd like a brief guide on the loot within this particular area, then check out my Cordon gear guide. Otherwise, there are no stashes tied to this location. Other than that, let's get started. Our journey starts in the north of Cordon, right here on the map. Simply head upstairs and enter the first floor of the main building. We can find a stash on the floor right here. Next, head outside and around the back of the building to find an additional stash in the booby-trapped alleyway. Our next location is just a little bit south, right here on the map. First, enter this booby-trapped building and head upstairs. Mind your step here, the stash can be found in the corner of this room. Next, we want to head a little bit southwest towards these barns over here. Once here, start making your way onto the northern barn's roof. In the back corner, right here on the map, aim in at the locked door within and shoot the lock. Once done, head down and into the barn itself. Head through the now unlocked door and activate the generator and lever within the back room. Once these are on, head out of the door and run to the opposite end of the barn. Here we will find the door unlocked and the stash inside. Our next location is just a little further southwest at this marker right here on the map. Here we will find this tunnel. Inside is this container, and inside the container is the next stash. Once done, head east along the tracks towards this train cart here. Head down the far end and use these boxes to access the train cart. Next, run all the way back down to find the stash inside the cabin. It's not covered in this guide, but worth mentioning is there is a teleportation anomaly right here that will take you to the top of the train tracks, where you'll find numerous dead bodies and a duffel bag containing random uncommon loot. Our next location is south of these tracks at this settlement right here on the map. There is somewhat of a side quest here. Resolve this however you like, but FYI, Stet does have 2 identical unique AKs on his person, so make of that information what you will. Heading upstairs in this building, we can find the first stash within this small room. Next, head outside and onto the rooftop. Head down to the other end and find an additional stash right here. Next, we want to head south along the road towards this marker on the map. Here and inside of this container, we can find a duffel bag at the back. It is advised that we next head into Cordon's hub, also known as Rookie Village, and offload all of these supplies. There is a stash location for us whilst we're here. Simply climb this ladder in town and make your way onto the roof of this building. Head over to the adjacent rooftop, and on the other end of the roof, the stash can be found tucked away just here. Our next location is west of Rookie Village, marked just here on the map. This is where you would exit the mine screw whilst completing Quiet Side Quest. Fortunately, we can still retrieve a decent stash regardless of whether we have the quest or not. Simply head inside this tunnel and deal with the Burra. Once done, the vault is right here. Our next location is this military facility to the southeast. At the back of the facility and behind this outhouse, we can find a stash right here. I saved the most dangerous stash for last. I won't sugarcoat this. This cave can be tough on the harder difficulties. Simply enter the cave and navigate to the back to find the stash and some other goodies. Once you do loot this, a controller mutant will immediately spawn at the entrance and combat will initiate. You'll have to navigate back through the anomalies whilst fighting off the controller, so do come prepared and perhaps save before initiating this fight. That's it for this guide, folks. I am currently building quite a collection of guides covering all areas of the zone within Stalker 2, so do feel free to stop on by the channel and check things out. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.